Good morning, guys. So today you're gonna be coming with me on my food, a day in the life of what I eat in a day, like full day. Gonna show you all the food, how I measure it out, all of that. My two little cutie pies. It is 6:20 in the morning. I was up at 6 a.m. I am listening to my coffee book. So you guys know I stopped drinking caffeine. That was very deliberate. I'll show you why actually that was. Well, first off, this book is really good at explaining what happens to your body when you drink coffee. And then there's actually a really good YouTube. While I find it, you can watch my dogs. So if you guys aren't on my YouTube channel yet, I actually have a health tab. So if you click on the health tab, you can see all the videos that I watched when I was sick that really helped me to understand, you know, in depth, all the things of the body and all the things that can hurt the body, help the body, all of that. So basically, this one was the one.
Alright guys, so I usually start these videos
that I watched
with a lot of hyperbole and jokes, and frankly, the results I've got
by Alex Becker, and it just completely shifted how I saw coffee. And that book completely shifted how I saw coffee. And I no longer saw it as this, you know, morning, you know, mode. I don't even know what I saw it as. I was like, you know, it's something that like I like to have in the morning. It's kind of like my Bible and coffee time. And then I realized that it's really like liquid crack in the morning, and it is a drug. And I was like, well, I wonder what I'm like when I'm not on this drug. And so what I did was I gave my coffee bar a rest. I have like a little area where I make my Nespresso every morning. And I went through withdrawals, and they were bad. I mean, bad. He went through them too. I think everyone who cuts coffee goes through them. I mean, bad. Like, they were horrible. I couldn't even function. I was having like severe migraines, brain fog, like just felt like a hollow shell of myself. And then something really weird happened. My personality changed. No joke. It shifted. So what happened was I basically, okay, they know they're getting their food. But I stopped with all the caffeine, and I got to see how I was without the caffeine. And I realized that I'm a little bit more mild than I thought I was. I used to have like really crazy energy all day long, and I realized like I had this like really stable energy, and I was more like of a toned down person. I wasn't like all day long. And I realized that I was drinking coffee to really pump up my personality to be that, like, because I've been in sales for a really long time and all that, and that just like that was just kind of like the thing, like, you know, okay, you're gonna get your food in a second, okay, calm down. But yeah, so it was just really, really interesting how she keeps doing like these little drive-bys. How Coco, seriously? Seriously. That's how I was on coffee. This is how I was on coffee. Now I'm more like this. This is how I was on, this is a really great example. How I am now, how I was on coffee. Okay, so this is my morning lineup almost every single morning. Sometimes I swap blueberries for apples. I am waiting for First Form to get back in their protein that I can have. You guys know that I have extremely, I have to be so careful about what I eat. Like, I really wanted to get their pumpkin spice latte, but I can't have any corn whatsoever. I don't want to say like delicate with food. I just have to be very strict with food, which some people could look at that and say it sucks. I'm just looking at it as, okay, I know what I can eat and I stick to that. So like, I'm very regimented with the things I eat. I know what I'm going to be eating in a day. These were actually a win-win. I can actually link these on my website, link in bio. So if you just go down to the description box, I'm going to have the link for these. I have them in like every flavor. They are awesome. I add them to like so many things just to kind of spice it up. So this is my pumpkin spice. I'm doing it in my little Halloween bowl because it's fall. And first, before I eat anything in the morning, I'm going to be taking my Ion Gut. This you can just buy on their website. It's basically to help protect the microbiome. I'm not sure exactly how this works. I think it might just be dirt water. It literally tastes like dirt. I know it has fulvic and humic acid, which come from certain dirts, and there's probably way more science to it that I don't know. But I do take this. It really helps with my biome. I forgot to take my probiotics last night, and I definitely feel it this morning. Crazy thing, right? So I'm going to probably take those first with this before anything else. I'll show you guys what I'm doing for probiotics currently, just because I can't have any rice or corn, and that's in a lot of the probiotics out there. These are the ones that I'm doing. So I'm doing Gut Restore. It does have some things in it for, like, I have frankincense, just a bunch of other like really good herbs to help with the gut health. I've used licorice root extract for a really long time for my gut. It works really good for adrenals. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna plug it into MyFitnessPal. And so breakfast, I'm gonna show you guys how I do breakfast in just a second. Let me just pop my pills, take my trace minerals. These are really good for anyone who does running. This is excellent. And I'm probably gonna go for a run. It's only 6:33. I'm probably gonna make all of this, take the beast on a walk, and then go for a run afterwards. So let's get this all plugged in. I'm gonna do probably 20 drops of trace minerals, chug that, and let's get started. And let's not forget, we gotta do day 3 of 75 hard. Okay, so everything's already measured out. All I have to do is follow the quote-unquote recipe. So I am excited when they do get back in the proteins. I'm probably just going to order some level 1. They have cherry lime is one that I can have, watermelon. So I might just do watermelon and do that just for post-workouts. And then for the daytime, or like for my morning, because I really like chocolate in the morning with blueberries or apples or whatever, I'll probably just stick with Ghost until something else comes up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the blueberries, and we are going to, it's kind of funny, it says Ghost, and there's a ghost here, I just realized that. A little slow in the morning. So don't worry if you have any of the blueberry juice. These were frozen. I just thawed them out in the fridge. Oops, and we got too much. So we have to take some away, because we already have it measured out. So what I'm gonna do is grab a spoon, have my own little personal drawer here. It is so messy, I don't want you guys to see. And hi, Lourdes. So what I'm gonna do is, since I can only have 4.5, I'm just going to take some of these away, put them back in, until we get down to 4.5, yeah. So that I eat the same thing every single day. It is super dialed in. We just got to 4.5. And that is why I'm very strict with my regimen. So I don't cheat, I don't cut corners. I follow my regimen to a T because that is how I get results. So even if, like, I'm like, oh, you know, people are like, don't worry about it, you can have whatever. To me, I do worry about it because I want results. I don't like to cheat on things. I like to follow everything to a T. And so that is why I am strict like that. Some people call it crazy. I just call it very diligent, very regimented. So I'm gonna go ahead and do flaxseed oil. And this is really good for omega-3s. And I'm gonna do 0.3 is what I'm looking to get at. Hopefully I don't overshoot. There we go, so 0.3. And then I'm going to add some nut pod, and I have 1.4 fluid ounces of nut pod. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. Now you don't have to, okay, so we're back. What happened was my camera actually died. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn this back on, and we're gonna do 1.4 fluid ounces. Seems like a lot, actually. I don't remember doing this much last time. This must have gotten saved in a different way. So actually I'm gonna alter the recipe probably, because this is just way too much. So we're just gonna go down to 1.2, and it's pretty easy to alter that. This is probably something else that I put it in. And so yeah, normally I would just do a splash of this in there. So I don't know how this got so out of hand. Anywho, we fixed it. And we're gonna go ahead over here and we're gonna take a protein, a full scoop. Okay, that's not quite a full scoop. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. Lord, are you part of this recipe? We have a full zoo, you guys. Okay, so we have all the proteins in here. We're just gonna mix this up. And it's gonna look kind of like cereal, like legit. And that's kind of like why I created this, was I know that a lot of people too love cereal and they love, you know, having something that kind of tastes like that. You really gotta mix it up. This looks so bad right now. So this is kind of like what that is. You know, it's kind of a alternative to cereal. But anyways, what I was gonna say is I get a lot of questions about, people ask me like, oh, does it taste good? Like, as far as like my asparagus and salmon and stuff like that go. Whenever people ask that question, I kind of already know, like I've been in the health field for a while and I've heard a lot of questions, and usually when people ask that, you know, they're asking, you know, does this taste like all the other stuff that I'm eating? And when I've talked to people in depth, like a lot of them have said, well, you know, this is what I eat, this is what I enjoy, and I don't really like vegetables. I really don't like, you know, anything that's not like, you know, hot Cheetos and things like that. So this is more what it looks like, by the way, guys. And here's what I'm gonna say to that, is that no, salmon and grilled asparagus do not taste like Lucky Charms. Like, let's just get that out of the way. I just need to like say that, because a lot of people are like, I don't know, it sounds like it's so gross, like I don't know. And that's why, like, if we're being blunt, you're not seeing results, is because you gotta retrain your taste buds. And this isn't easy, you know, this is something that takes time to really get into that groove. Like now when I have apples or when I have this in the morning, this is candy to me. Like, this is so sweet to me. It's like, it's just nature's candy with the blueberries in there, and you know, the protein powder is super sweet. And that's just, you know, it's what I look forward to in my meals, is having like my breakfast like this. But I don't do it in a way where it's like, I guess, like eating for emotion or whatever, because that's how I used to be, and that's how I ended up getting really sick. You know, I was like, oh, this tastes good, I'm gonna eat this, instead of, oh, what does this do for my body? How's this fueling my body? And so when I made that switch, that's when everything changed. And so you may not like the way it tastes for the first couple weeks, but just keep doing it and replace that need for emotion, you know, the emotional eating, like the, oh, I just want a treat. Replace that with something else. Like, you can do it with a workout powder drink, or you can do it with a activity. I replaced that with running. Like, every time I wanted a coffee, I would go run. And that's how it kind of changed my life. So I'll talk more about that in a different video if you guys want. Just leave that down below if that is something you want me to talk on. But I have everything tracked. We're a good start for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and walk them in a minute, eat this first, and then go for my run. Okay, so we are heading into lunch, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be doing for lunch. Besides Coco jumping all over. I'm gonna be doing a kind of like a smoothie, but not. I'll explain why I'm doing this. This is like a very big key in healing my autoimmune, is doing lots of greens and getting these micronutrients in. So this has already been washed. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start my food scale. What's up, Coco? Hi, pretty girl. Are you part of the video? Do you want lunch? Okay, so I did do a run this morning. You guys know I tweaked my ankle during a run like earlier this week, and like 2 days ago, and I was limping and it really hurt, and I decided, you know, I'm gonna push myself to run today. I'm so glad I did. I feel much better after my run, and I also had my best time because I didn't let myself give up. So this is 2.5 ounces of Organic Girl Super Greens. Now we're gonna do flaxseed, bananas, and blueberries, and I'm first going to record this, so let's go ahead and open my Fitness Pal. Okay, so we got my Fitness Pal. We're going to do, I think we're at dinner. No, we're at lunch right now. I'm getting my days confused. So food, lunch. She's so crazy. Okay, so we are going to cancel that out. They have a barcode scanner for those of you who want to do really quick add-ins. When you eat it really often, it will just start to add it in for you. But so we have 2.5. Boom. I'm also going to be charging my phone when I'm outside because it's dying. For flaxseed, I already know how much I'm going to do. So I'm going to type in flaxseed. And I'm going to do probably 2 tablespoons of flaxseed oil. Or flaxseed, ground flaxseed. For the organic strawberry and banana blend, I'm going to have to scan this one in. I haven't eaten this in a really long time. I know it's going to be high carb. But that's okay because I've been low carb for like the past couple days. I'm so shaky right now. Pardon the shake. Okay, so I guess it's not scanning in. So when this happens, you just go back and you search for it in the database. If I can't find it in the database, what I do is I just measure out each individual strawberry and banana. I'm so OCD, but this is the only way I feel good about it. So good and gather, or let's just do strawberry, banana, berry, banana. Let's see if we type in good, if that pulls it up. Sometimes it will. Good and smart. We're looking for good and gather. Here we go, strawberry banana blend. 1 cup. I'm going to do ounces so you can switch it into ounces. I'm going to do this right to you. Okay. And then we're going to turn this back on. I'm going to go ahead and put these in there and then the blueberries and then blend that up. And that's going to be our lunch. And I'm also going to make salmon as well. Alright guys. Okay, so this is how far I am with my water. I only have a little bit left to go. It is only 2:18 in the afternoon. I'm eating my pre-dinner. I call it linner. It means lunch and dinner. And this is the salmon I just cooked with a little bit of olive oil on it. And so we are snarfing that down. It has some lemon, garlic, Flavor God seasoning. I have another water. This one's just a little bit easier to drink. And I'm actually going to probably take this one with me. So I'm going to use this to fill this up. I have to go run an errand, go get the dogs some food. And yeah, I ended up cleaning up the house. I did weed extermination today, which I gotta take this out to the garage. I've been doing a lot of tasks today, lots of cleaning up poopies and all that stuff. You guys, it's funny because I get messages and it's like, oh, your life looks so great. And I'm like, you don't see the 8 hours of me scrubbing dishes, bleaching floors, killing weeds, picking weeds, all of that stuff. Like I do that for the majority of the day. And so yeah, I figured I'd show that on Instagram today. I did a post actually on it because I'm like, might as well, like I gotta bring those upstairs, organize everything, get some errands done. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. I almost forgot and I started eating and I was like, shoot, I gotta show them what I ate. So this is the salmon. It's 5.4 ounces of salmon and it's all recorded in MyFitnessPal. Okay, so now I'm finally having dinner. We did post-gym, so I'm making these for Mark. This is the Cassava Spaghetti. It's totally grain-free, gluten-free. I made myself some salmon. I started the the oven on fire. Basically, the parchment paper caught on fire. It was really scary. My legs are still jello from that moment. So I'm getting the water boiling for him, and then I do have a couple more things inside of the oven. I have sweet potatoes and then Brussels sprouts, which I'll probably make a little bit of a glaze using the balsamic vinegar. This stuff is really good. It has high, I believe resveratrol, but it has a lot of polyphenols, according to Stephen Gundry, who's like one of my favorite doctors. And we've used his method for eating, his low lectin method, which has been awesome. But yeah, basically that's that. This was cooked in ghee. I'll go ahead and get the cassava started. Probably do some cheese on that for him because I don't do dairy. But yeah, so these should be done any minute. It's gonna be delicious.